In order for those rights to be protected and defended, and for our children to be able to pursue life, liberty, and happiness, we need organizations like ours to step into that space. We're fighters, and sometimes they label the fighters, they label the dissenters, right? It's so emotional to even conceive of Leonard Peltier doing 50 years in prison just because he was saying the same things I'm saying. He was standing up for those rights that we hold to be self-evident, those truths that are self-evident, and those rights that are inalienable. And even though we've suffered some of the most egregious acts of genocide, we still have it in our heart to smile. We still have it in our heart to forgive.
Thank you all. I just really thank the organizers of this event for putting together an amazing live stream for everybody. And I support Lakota People's Law Project. I support Not Our Native Daughters. I support all of these organizations, and there's so many great ones out there doing amazing work out there. So I do encourage you all to put your donation in there and to help people who help people.
While I was in Seattle, I was hired by a well-known actress from Indian country by the name of Elaine Miles. She plays a role in the old television series called Northern Exposure and is the auntie that is on the popular film known as Smoke Signals. She only had a tribal ID in her possession. They confiscated the ID and told her that it was fake. The Department of Justice removed the mandated report on missing and murdered Indigenous people. And that is a public safety thing. That's not a DEI thing. That's not a woke effort. And that includes in my own family. I have a missing person. We have not found him.
Thoughts of our ancestors, cause they died for us to live. Nightmares of water wells drying underneath the res. And free all my homies that are locked up in the feds. I'm from the reservation. Dead president, paper chasing. Culture preservation, language revitalization. Been all over the nation, from Swinomish to Seminole. Four corner bread, I was raised on the Navajo. My words get your head spinning like you had vertigo. Ma Lakota, na kenula wa ualo.
That's what got me tapped into the work of defending tribal sovereignty was Natani's dad, the spiritual impetus. And he said, there's a reason you're in front of me today. That whatever that reason is, there's a fire in you. And don't you ever lose that fire. Don't ever dampen it. Don't quell it. Don't ever lose that fire, no matter how old you get.
Right now, we have an active case against the Denver Health and Police Departments who took the life of a Dakota man 2 years ago, and whose family has been completely ignored, disregarded. The lack of kindness and I would say humanity that state and federal agencies treat human beings with, but specifically Native people with, to me, it's not baffling because it's so common. The fact that I'm not surprised by it is the problem.
There's a principled, righteous, rational reasoning that is happening. That's what happened at DAPL. I tried so hard to not get arrested, but because I was laying a spiritual and legal foundation for what was happening, for human beings reclaiming their dignity and confronting the bullies, right? And we're in that. That's the fight we're in. We're in the good fight to make sure that the righteous potential of human beings is realized and that we are pursuing that potential.
This is why some of our old ones and, even us young elders say that, I survived another winter, is because winter was hard. But as Indigenous people, life is hard. Every child that is taken from a family, an Indigenous family, they're able to, the state of South Dakota is able to get $9,000 per child per month, for every child that is being misplaced and put into the foster care system. There's no federal or state funding out there that helps families address this issue when they're impacted it. And right now, you could talk to any Native person whether you know them personally or whether you just know them on social media. You can ask any Native person, I dare you, if they have an MMIP case in their own family.
A nation is not conquered until the hearts of its women are on the ground. Then it's finished, no matter how brave its warriors or how strong their weapons. Our lives, do not exist without women. And right now, Native women's lives are in more of a threat than probably ever before.
These churches filled with nuns that killed our kids. This ain't no accident. No one can tell me different. No one can change the facts. Kept my people in prison and tucked them inside the past. Look, I saw my brothers on that front line, so I need to stand up. I'll die with my fists in the air before I put my hands up. Y'all trying to profit off the culture, trying to run your bands up. You're screaming land back, but you be the first to give the land up. Yeah, I'ma take everything and put it in that end zone. Fuck the government, we gotta keep them in that friend zone. My purpose is much greater than swerving up in that benzo. I got it on my own, it's authentic, don't need a stencil. Been through too much to play it gentle. Wipe the essentials, wipe the people and land, just to build a fucking temple. Taking the land, poisoning water just for another buck. Writing out treaties to come back in, just to fuck it up. They can't relate to how we feel. A nation under God built on genocide, and some don't know what's real. People walking with ignorance can never understand it. Making my people walk against their will, and that's the transit. Trials and tribulations, trauma premeditated. Took their kids and families, forced to be educated. Forced to cut all their hair off, it couldn't be regulated. Turning our kids white, save the kid and kill the native. Let's take their kids and make them native. Let them feel the hurt in us, the things they made, the crops they raised, it's everything they learned from us. Wipe aside the books to make sure your kids ain't learning us. Almost went extinct and they still think that they're not worse than us.
I was 12 and 13 when the pipeline came to our community. It's intrinsic in me that protecting the land is the same, protecting the water is the same thing as protecting myself and my way of life, and is a lesson that is incredibly needed here on the reservation and in the wider world. Kola dokile, kola dokile, kola dokile, kola dokile, kola dokile, kola dokile, kola hi abelo hayo heyo. Waziata ke jizabe kola dokile, kola dokile, kola hi abelo hayo heyo. And that song translates to my friend, where are you? My friend, where are you? Friend, I am here. Friend, they are fighting in the north. Where are you? Friend, I am here. And it's a song that really speaks to the spirit of solidarity for me. And once again, I really appreciate you all being here tonight. The next person that we have performing is called Rain from Heaven, my good friend Isabel. Thank you so much for being here, and I welcome you to the virtual stage.
Go slow. She's on the outside. Where would I be perfection? When I feel I'm walking on Achima, thank you for having me.